All right, man. Shaquille O'Neal revealed who his worst teammate was in his career. Now, if Kobe Bryant was alive, I wonder what he would have said. Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. But obviously, they closed their feud um, a long time ago. Okay, they did. Remember when Kobe failed to win the finals, and Shaquille O'Neal got up there talking about Kobe couldn't do without me. Kobe couldn't do without me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, a lot of people look at Shaq and give Shaq a pass, but you got to understand before it was Kobe, Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? He fucked over Penny Hardaway. He was jealous of Penny Hardaway, and that's what it was. He was jealous of Penny Hardaway. People tend to forget that he was jealous of Penny Hardaway, and that was a fact. Trying to tell y'all, he was jealous that Penny Hardaway had the Nike deal. His shoes was cool. Remember, he slapped little Penny off. Shaquille O'Neal severed that relationship. But you got to remember too, big guys wasn't as saucy and flamboyant, like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas. You know what I'm saying? They big centers like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, the Davis boys, Rick Smith, Sabonis, older Sabonis. They wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? They still not like that. The guards and the wings get all the love. And, even though Shaq was the more important piece in that relationship, and even the Kobe relationship, he was just jealous. That's what it was. He was jealous because they were guards and they naturally was going to get the attention that they got. People forget he didn't win before Kobe, and they had a hell of a team. They was young and ignorant, partying and, not taking the final seriously and all that type of stuff. They was young and ignorant. Not ignorant. But they had a hell of a team, man. And if, Shaq don't leave and Penny stay healthy, he said in the 30 for 30 that he wish he would never left, Penny Hardaway probably never break down like that. And they eventually rule the West. I mean, they eventually rule the East for a long time, especially if Penny don't get hurt. I mean, Nick Anderson missed them free throws. You never forget that. Nick Anderson, I think at one point they had Scott Skiles, Dennis Scott. I mean, they had a hell of a team, man. Horace Grant came over. Had a hell of a team. Hell of a team. And like I said before, man, he just lacked a lot of maturity for those situations, I would say. And at the end of the day, if I'm Shaq and I'm Superman and I'm the D, look how he got mad at Dwight Howard because they called him the new Superman. We all know Dwight Howard can't touch Shaquille O'Neal. Why is he getting jealous about shit like that? That's the obvious. That's the craziest thing in the world, bro. But nonetheless, here we go.
Mate. And why was he your worst?
Worst teammate. Dennis Rodman.
Teammate. And why was he your worst?
Worst teammate. Dennis Rodman. He was a great player, but he made it hard. Like when you're trying to corral the guys together, and then the people above you letting this one guy do whatever he wants, and rightfully so. So we have to be there an hour before the game. He come in 50 minutes before the game, eating chicken and rice, big ass plate of chicken and rice. While the coach is talking, he'll jump in the shower, cold shower, come give you 15 to 20 rebounds. After the game, don't take a shower and be in the club with girls that look like you.
Nah, you can't take a shower with Pino, dog.
No, he didn't. Yeah, he just put his clothes on and go. I went to one of his parties one time. I was like, what? I thought I was the king of the club, but I went to one of his parties. I ain't never seen that like that before.
Teammate. And why would...
So, I mean, at the end of the day, for the most part, he was mad Dennis Rodman did what Dennis Rodman wanted to do. Now, obviously, that became an issue because That's why, Detroit, I'm not gonna get into what happened in Detroit. I mean, if you don't know, all right, there was a rumor. Okay, obviously, if you've seen the 30 for 30 Bad Boys, they didn't get into it, but there was a rumor that a lot of people on the team backstabbed Dennis Rodman and was running through his wife at the time or his girlfriend at the time. I forgot which one it was. Was it Carmen Electra? I don't know which one it was. And everybody but like Joe Dumars and a couple other guys didn't do so. That was the rumor. Now, that's just what was being said, right? But San Antonio, it was because Dennis wanted to do what Dennis wanted to do. He was a rebel. That experience, that alleged experience, kind of like made Dennis Rodman like flip out. You know what I'm saying? That made him flip out. So that kind of what really changed him is what really is actually what really happened. That's what they say really happened. And so gotta understand too, dude. That dude was an innocent dude when he got to Detroit. He was an innocent dude. And he got played. It's messed up, but that's just what it is. It's something about dudes and other dudes, girls. I don't know what it is, dude. Teddy Pendergrass sung about that, and Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. It was on their greatest hits. Where's all my friends? He was talking about how his friends backstabbed him in the back. He let him close. How they showed up to his house knowing he went home trying to get at his girl. It's crazy, and all that resonate today, bro. Friends don't do shit like that. And I don't blame nobody who don't forget that. No matter if it's a little $2 sleeves I'm fucking with. If she mine, she mine. Out of all the girls you want to mess with, I got. So come on. To me, it's just a principle, but you can't trust nobody, bro. But nonetheless, let's continue on.
But this man was out smelling like 4 quarters?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How do you go out after 4 quarters of basketball?
And they were all on top of him. He was kind of different, but you couldn't say nothing to him because the man gave 20 rebounds. So
I don't know. You can say something.
Feeling that you out there smelling like 4 quarters.
Yeah, no, listen. When I tell you he had them all come out, everybody came out. And I actually thought I was the party thrower king, but I went to one of his parties. I got jealous. I was like, damn. It was crazy.
So this man was out smelling like 4 quarters?
So, like I said before, he basically really did give you a reason. Basically said Dennis did what the hell he wanted to do. And it sounded like he might have been jealous that, Dennis did what he was supposed to do. Now, Rodman only played 23 games with the 99 Lakers. So obviously, that's it. But he did give you 2.1 points per game, but he gave you 11.2 rebounds, 28.6 minutes of play. So that's something to think about. Dennis, he wasn't about scoring points like everybody think. You just got to score points today to contribute to a basketball team. No, that's kind of when Detroit is good. Y'all know I'm a Piston fan, I'm a Detroit everything fan. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube, right? That's the thing about Detroit. When Detroit is good, man, we got guys that, do things that can't affect the stat sheet. That's the crazy thing. That's the one thing people love in Detroit. If it was the Junkyard Dog, Jerome Robinson, was it Jerome? Wow, I can't remember his name. Jerome Williams, the Junkyard Dog. I think it's Williams. If it's Ben Wallace, if it's Dennis Rock, people love in Detroit blue collar, hard nosed, working dudes that are willing to do everything they can do, to affect the game, even if it's not scoring, they love that. So That's what people love about Dennis. He embodied everything you wanted the Piston to be. I mean, throughout his career, he's a rebel, hell of a rebounder, hell of a hustler, hell of a worker. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, bro, like he didn't, he was different, And after that experience, like I told him, said that's the rumor. That changed him. That experience never happened. He never becomes a rebel. But it is what it is. A lot of people think that's a lie about Dennis Rodman, but Shaq, Shaq is Shaq. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. Hit all the bell icon button. All right. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Amazon Music, Google Podcast, Spotify, everywhere. I'm everywhere. Just hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Check the NBA Top Playlist for more videos like this. Peace.